What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy. Go Black to Africa. So I'm here with a tour guy here. He's taking us around Johannesburg. What is your name, my brother?
Thabo Piri.
Say it louder.
Thabo Piri.
Do you like that? Thabo. Alrighty. What type of language is that you speak?
Tswana. Thabo is Tswana, Neba is Xhosa, which means Messi.
What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy. Go Black to Africa. I would like to invite each and every one of you all to a tour that I am doing on November the 11th through the 22nd of 2022. This spiritual journey to Ghana is something that many people have been waiting for. I only have 18 slots that are available. This is an exclusive enrichment tour that those who have been searching for answers, those who have been looking for spiritual healings, that I have laid out this special tour in order to have those answered and for you all to experience what this whole Ghana tour is all about. This journey that we have been on in Americas that many of us do not know the rest of the story. So I'm giving you the invite to come and join us. Go to goblacktoafrica.com and reserve your spot today. Me and him was talking because, you know what, I love to just get a feel of the younger generation as well as the older generations and where they are with their history and the things that are transpiring today. He was sharing with me some interesting things. One, you were sharing about the riots that had taken place. What year was that you were sharing?
It was around the 1940s.
In the 1940s, that the students had an uprising because of the fact that they were learning an English language, but yet the school was trying to get them to learn, what was that?
They were trying to change the system that all of us were going to use. We should use Afrikaans instead of English. So you were taught a language that you don't know. You must write an exam, but you don't know the language. You never taught anything, like you don't know even the ABCs and everything. So, and then expect you to give them good results with that.
And so Afrikaans for is a language, which is Dutch mixed with some other language or something. And they wanted to teach you all that.
Yes.
Okay, but y'all didn't want to do that. Y'all wanted to have what? Speak.
We wanted a language whereby we can communicate with everyone.
Yeah.
But we couldn't hear Afrikaans. A teacher would say, "Ekeslief." You don't know what's the meaning of Ekeslief, but you need to understand that and make sure that you take an order. Even when the soldiers, they would come to you, they would say to you, go away. You don't know what's the meaning of go away in Afrikaans, for which you're expecting them to speak in English, and then they would shoot you just because you can't understand them.
A history that is here in the, as you can see, the Apartheid Museum. But let's speak about today. 2022. What is the relationship like now here? We know y'all got different groups of names that the Europeans created. You got the blacks, you got the coloreds, you got the Indians, the Chinamen, all of these different groups. What do the white people call themselves?
Way.
They call themselves way. What's the white people? The white people call themselves what? They call themselves white, or
they call themselves white or Boer.
Boer, yeah, Boer. Yeah, B-O-R. B-O-E-R, excuse me.
So the relationship with all these races, it's the stages whereby I can't speak with that person because that person looks poor, which is mostly as the black person. But whites get along together. Even Indians get along together, even Chinese. So with a black, let me say the African nation, we don't get along because we are trying to chase that life, that I want to live a good life with things that I can afford and all that. So we don't get along as all the nations.
So are you saying then that there's no unity amongst the blacks because they're trying to fit into a system that has been created by others?
Exactly.
And so you also mentioned about the fact that, you know, there are those who are trying to be in middle class, upper class, and want to identify themselves, that they forget really who they are, and they're really trying to get into the mix with the Europeans.
Yes. Like you would find someone, we went to school together, and then that person maybe became lucky and then that person maybe find a good job, maybe that person is working for the government. As soon as they start living in let's say maybe Sandton, which is one of the most expensive cities, as soon as they start living there, they can afford almost everything. So now when they look at you, they don't see you as the same way they saw you when you were still together in school. Yeah. So it becomes a challenge that that one in Zulu they say uzenza ngono. It's like you pretending as if you're living a better life, but you're forgetting that you were with us here. So it's quite it creates a lot of hate. That's why a lot of people will start that, okay, that one, I'm gonna see that person, I'm gonna come to you and then steal your car because now you think you're better than us.
Wow. And so that's a lot that goes on here.
Too much.
Too much. And so it's like people turn their backs on you because they think they're better than. They went to a better college. They got a better job.
Exactly. Even the food, someone would say, I don't eat cabbage anymore, but we used to eat cabbage together while we were in high school, and you're the one who was carrying that lunch box.
Wow.
But now you're in the upper class, you forgot about where you're coming from now.
So this whole level of things, like you have somebody who makes a little bit more money at this level, somebody makes a little bit more money at this level, somebody makes the next level. So you're saying that even at each level, there are those who think they're better than those who are beneath them.
Exactly.
So now there's no unity, there's a disconnect, it becomes a hatred, and now there's a war against each other.
Exactly. Like,
this is what we need to learn, that for especially in America, that this is a systematic psychological warfare, that we don't even know that we're doing it at times, but it causes a disturbance within ourselves that we're trying to fit in to something that's causing so much division because of these labels, these titles, these tiers of financial places that we are trying to get, that we would look down on our own brothers and sisters.
It even goes down to things like reading the Bible. We're reading the same Bible, but we have so many different churches. Along that way, we still hate each other. You a Muslim, I'm Shembe, which is Nazareth, you're Catholic. We're reading the same Bible, and then that one would say, don't do this, we do this. That one would say, don't do this, don't do this, but we're still reading the same book. So there's a system that they made whereby it's separating us as the African nation, for which so many people still don't understand that.
Wow. You know, and how old are you, my brother?
28.
Please share.
28 actually next week.
28 years old. You know what I love about our youth is that they're waking up probably a whole lot faster than many. Does people like yourself recognize this issue that's going on at your age?
Mostly they are ignorant.
They're ignorant because they're trying to fit into a system of climbing for money.
Exactly.
And losing who they are.
Yeah.
Do you hear of any of the people who wants to not claim themselves to be African or black?
Yeah, we have people who bleach their skins and say that my name is, instead of saying, let's say maybe, instead of saying Makoba, and then I would say my surname is Makeba, because I want to fit in the white society. Yeah. Yeah, the same thing that they do, like they bleach their hair, they change their body structures, they go to that extent. So we have that a lot this side.
Let me ask you this right here. Do y'all have the LGBT here?
What's that?
The lesbian, bi, gay, trans, the gay people, stuff like that. Do y'all have that organization here?
I'm not sure about the organization, but we do have a lot of those people this side.
I saw the first gay male here in the mall. He definitely was gay. I know that, portraying himself to be like a woman. But is there a lot there that's here? Yeah, there's a lot of them. Yes. Especially gay. There's a lot of them. If you would go to the CBD, you wouldn't finish a day without seeing 2 or 3. Have you noticed that during your time being 28 years old, have you seen it grow a lot and seen a lot of people turning gay than when you were growing up? Yeah, I had a friend who was straight, and then all of a sudden the guy he started wearing wigs and all that. Yeah. So
the more the world is growing, the more this is getting more serious, because everyone is like, oh, it's a free country whereby I can be free of anything. I can do this, I can do that.
Where do they get that ideal from, you think?
I'm not sure. I can say maybe from the TV.
You think from the TV?
Yeah, from the TV.
But now, what culture you think are the driving force behind all that? What people?
I can say it's the white, because all these things, they came with the white people. So, like for example, we didn't know about bleaching your hair. We didn't know about bleaching your skin and all that. We saw white people when we were growing up as these people who are wearing what's this?
Fingernail polish.
Fingernail polish and all that. And then African people started to adopt the system that this will make me look more beautiful. So and when it went along, guys will be like, if I'm free in this country, then that means I can be free of anything. Then they start saying that, no, you know what, mom and dad, I'm gay.
So there goes again the system. The system is really against you. It's like a vacuum. It will suck you in, and it will change you, and it will cause you to lose who you are. You'll think you're better than, you want to change who you are, you want to change your identity, you want to do all these things, because this is a European lifestyle, and this is not banging on any European. If people would do the history check, they will find this has always been in their culture. Gay, bi, pedophilia, these things here you will find in the European culture. And so the relationship, I know there are many people who want to be liked by Europeans. They want them to accept them, and so that they can feel like they are a human being. Black people would do this. Do you see, we call it cooning. Do you see people who want to kiss up to, you know, those cultures to be accepted in?
Well, it becomes hard. You can say you want us to accept you, but remember, we've already adjusted that this person is like this. Like, we're used to you having melanin skin, and then all of a sudden you come with this white skin. We don't know that, are you even the same person? So it becomes hard for people. Yes, you want us to accept you, but it becomes hard for us because we were used to, or we grew up with this character. Right now you're coming back with a certain character, and then we don't understand. It's like you having a best friend. You grew up with this person, and then all of your life you with this person. All of a sudden they catch fire maybe on their face. You won't look at them at the same way you used to when you were growing up together. So it becomes a challenge of acceptance, because now I need to accept something that I'm not used to.
Okay, so we're right here at the Apartheid Museum. I just came through, I walked through it all right there. I know the history, and you know, sometimes it's just a little bit too much of a past pain for me just to really look at and go through this again. I already know what has happened and what exists and how it is still today. Do you see there has been improvements here in South Africa? Have people accepted that this apartheid is over and done with, or do you see that there's still struggles? Well,
in terms of the apartheid, I feel like here we're dealing with very intelligent people. It's like plan A and plan B, whereby if this doesn't work, we're gonna implement a new system that's gonna make these people live like this, so that they won't get along with each other. So
you're talking about the Europeans creating another system.
It's a system whereby now they are separating us, because if there's a doctor next door, but next door we are poor, it becomes a problem. That why is that one getting all the luck and all that? So it becomes a challenge whereby it's a system. We were supposed to be getting the same let's say chances. Maybe you getting a bursary at school, maybe your results, you got a 56%, but you got a bursary, maybe one of the best bursaries. And then with me, I got an 80, but I'm still at home. You go to school for 3 years, or let's say maybe when you want to be a doctor, you need to study like 7 years. You get there, and then after that, you can't find a job. So nothing has changed. So
nothing
now,
has changed.
Yeah, you need to live with that same rat race whereby you need to look for a job, or maybe in McDonald's or a call center. So the system, it's an ongoing system until we start uniting and saying that we are blacks, we're gonna live this certain standard of life, we're gonna be like this together. If maybe I would come to work with my afro hair, mostly they would say I must cut it, but I can't cut this because of my religion. So if we would be united, it won't even reach me from just they would say these people, if we tell them to cut their hair, they won't do it. So now, because of someone that is black like me, they would, why don't you cut your hair and all that. So it's a system that was changed from this system to another system. So it's an ongoing thing. It won't end unless we unite.
Okay, so let me go ahead and come to a closer, because we're 15 minutes in. You're sharing just some tad bits of some things that are happening. You are a tour guide. Okay, and you know, I'm gonna say this right here. He's a young man, he's aspiring. I've given him some business ideas, haven't I?
Yeah, you did.
Huh?
You did. Good ones.
I gave you what?
Good ones.
I gave him some good ones that he never thought about. Are you gonna take me up, or are you gonna do it?
Yeah, I have to. It's good money. If it has to do with money, then I'm there.
I'm gonna tell y'all, I'll be dropping these nuggets in these brothers and sisters' lap. And he said, man, wow, I never thought about that. Yeah. I mean, you know, when you're working for somebody, you need to always think of an entrepreneurship and how can you take that and flip it for yourself.
True.
So I broke it down to him and how he can benefit from it. So how can people reach you on email?
It's tabonxeba@gmail.com.
Please spell that for people.
It's THABONCEBA@gmail.com.
And then you also have what other media, phone number that they can call you, right?
Yeah, it's 061.
Well, let's do plus. What is it for country code?
Okay, that's it's +27 64 145 4735.
Is that a WhatsApp number?
It's a WhatsApp number.
Please say that number again.
It's +27 64 145 4735.
And family, you know, he does work for a company that is African owned. Yeah. So, you know, because I want to make sure my money and stuff goes towards helping our brothers and sisters out. But I was sharing with my young brother too that we all should be have a mindset of entrepreneurship.
True.
That we can do better for ourselves too. Not everybody's business minded and will never start and create their business. But I see that he's a smart, bright young man. And when I dropped this gold nugget in his lap, how he can go ahead and build himself, his eyes got big and he said, whoa. He said, whoa. And so reach out to him when you come to South Africa, right here in Johannesburg. He's showing people around. He knows the place. He'll take you to the places you need to go. He's going to go ahead and make money and build himself too. This is how we're supposed to do, because he has a mindset of uniting. That's Pan-Africanism. He's not trying to separate himself and look down on any brothers or sister. He is one that recognizes that a system that is in place is destroying our unity.
True.
True.
Yeah, it is.
It is. So in closing, what would you say, something that people that you would like to share about Johannesburg, your country, your city that you are from? What is the one thing you would share with people of why they should come visit you, being their tour guide in Johannesburg?
Well, with Johannesburg, it's a very interesting place. Let me say, if you would like to know history, then you should come to Johannesburg, because that's where you're going to find out what happened during the apartheid and all that. So some people, they come here just to have fun. Yes, you can have fun. But when it comes to Johannesburg, the history is so rich, because that's where you would understand what happened during this time, who did this, who said this to this and all that. So it has a rich history when it comes to how we used to live, how we were slaves and all that, which is a part of history. In some countries there were slaves for so many years, but this side it's also the same system but in a different dimension. So if you come to Johannesburg, you're gonna see all of that, how it happened, because some of the structures are there. So yeah.
And I think that you also have, like on our tour here, you have been sharing some other wealth of knowledge in just some of the things that are here in the city. Also those things that maybe people can they may not know about outside of just the history of apartheid. Yeah. There are a lot of other things that go on here in Johannesburg.
True, there's a lot of them.
A lot of things that go on in Johannesburg. And so, yeah, family, reach out to this young man right here. If you come to Johannesburg, give him a call. Use him as your tour guide, because, you know, I gave him these ideas what he can do to go ahead and start his business that he said he's going to do it, right? Hold him to it, family. All right, family. Well, this is your man. This is your
a young man.
Yeah, all right. Go black to Africa. All right.
Think about it. 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 Think about it.